space of art. So Dina's going to give us just an overview of what they hope to do at Tilton Place in a couple of minutes. And so if you have any questions for her, I won't be any final decisions in being made, but it's really just a quick example of what the directly back there in the middle of the show. We scouted a mansion at Tilton Place recently. It has not been chosen. I haven't taken the director on there yet or anything, but it's a new Netflix show that stars Robert De Niro's first television role yet, and this is a big location of the show. It's a really great location where his characters will be living. So we anticipate starting to film in June and filming for about 2 weeks at the house, and then potentially needing to come back again after we leave. So there's some stuff. The show is sort of a political thriller. It's like a little Homeland, House of Cards style content. So there is some nighttime filming of the Warwood house, and there is a scene that would sort of take place at the gates of the mansion, outside on the street. There's some press that's there waiting for them. Sort of a little impromptu press conference that happens. And so one of the preliminary questions I had for the religious police assistants, that is something that we can consider doing that's inside the boundaries of the mansion. And then another sort of preliminary question, which is not, I don't even know if this will happen in the script or not, but there is some helicopter work that's scripted that I don't think we'll be able to do on the grounds of the mansion. Is sort of not big enough, but is that something with a bigger property that we could potentially consider doing in a region at all? If there's sort of an ordinance that addresses that or not? So yeah, just very, very preliminarily, we don't think there's an ordinance against it, so really it's just a matter of identifying where it could happen safely, and then they all would need to decide that it can happen. Yeah, it's not something that we've had a precedent for here, so. I agree with you, take a quick step back, the helicopter stuff, we can just talk about the type of show, we got a little bit of a thriller type thing, we had another house, similar type of house, but not that address, that had a lot of gunfire and things like that. And anyway, of course, there was one night I ran long, and it was 2 in the morning, and there was gunfire. So I think is it that type of show, or is it more like just intriguing and there's fire? It's that. I'll tell you, I have seen 5 out of the 6 scripts, so there's a finale that have released it, and so there's nothing to date that we've seen that has any sort of shots fired or anything that have this location. I think there is. I don't want to get too much away, but I think there is an assassination attempt to the final episode. But as far as I know, it's more like a cat and mouse kind of thing, as opposed to anything that's like an explosive. I think that's a big one. I think there's a little bit of history in this particular location, not related to Finland, but now it's 5 years ago. Yeah, it was before. That's all I'm going to basically only 5 years ago. And it was renting it out, so it was like an Airbnb. Yeah, they had a lot of large events on space and to both of those. So I think it's been quiet and we haven't heard anything about it. So I would say that reaching out to the person who's there was a big number. Very high quality show on Netflix. It's very different than having the sort of party there. So it's very different. Like flatter. I think that's a stress to say that. I would think I'm not high bar. But I think that it was just 5 years ago, 6 years ago, I would entertain this because the neighborhood was like other arms. It was like very close to pitchforks and torches. So I think that reaching out is the person to say, because I think, I always feel like shows that are quality like this are usually good for the town or the village. And it's nobody in the same place. Usually, after day 1, it takes out and it becomes routine in the place or happening. So it's usually longer term as it's very off, it's like so much better. We early trainers, you don't care, like it went very well. But it was like, you know, kind of how everyone got the routine, you know, you can show the process of your, you know, it was kind of all with it. So I think I personally had a first blush with maybe the question of the helicopter where that was me. You know, I don't have a lot of like large concerns. I don't speak for myself, I speak up. But I think again, if you work with neighbors, I think most of these things will be the asterisks being an helicopter, but that probably most of it one day or something. Yeah, it's exactly what you see in your pilots. Yeah, it's that was level ground. And I think, like, I remember, like it's not in real park or something. You know, it's like, I mean, there are places that come to mind. I like that job. I think the place I'll try is family. And so I was going to ask for a helicopter, but just to go on being serious. So the goal here wasn't to, we're obviously not making final decisions, and if others are inclined to be open to this, I think you still have to make a final decision on your side as to whether this is the property, but at least to get some feedback from her. Yeah, exactly. And I think just echoing what the mayor said, getting my neighbors on board, being proactive. Something as small as, filming in June and kids in the camp and someone else's camp, like, give them up because Clifton Place is closed, or, just being, sort of aware of those things. And I think, as a board, in favor of filming and movies and great, getting this, they're the same thing as possible. I think the owners change, I'm not sure what the owners change. So you may want to make sure you reach out to them, not just live the place, but the shows next to them. Yeah, because they can make it's not how there's some space, that's sort of the swing over the summer. Parking's kind of all down by the train station, so it's not like they're actually not supposed to park in the small. It should be. It shouldn't be okay. Okay, that's a private. Correct. Questions? Sorry. As long as you kind of it's not just like it's not where you want to think. Yeah, we would work closely with them, like we always do. They know where they can go and can't go, and all that. As you think, 15 years before, I think that there's only going to be one sheet fence. It was one of those things where we're supposed to say that we're almost done, okay, except 1 more hour. Or, I'll just throw the seats, like, fine, just wrap it up, and it was like 2:30, and there's still around. It's one of those kind of things. It's like perfect storm kind of thing. But that's really the only one I can think of there. No matter what I mean, that's a real fun shoot out that. People up there. This is another thing. I think people can get excited about this. So, great. Thank you. That's been fun. Thank you. Good luck. Checks over 25,000. We had 2 of us to our community insurance company. So my partners are supported. I was actually an ACH and we had $207,620. We also had insurance for it. They were limited. Jimmy was big. Came here and that's collected. We got the fund for $66,334. Correspondence. There seems to be today. It's a long time to I didn't actually have any other options. If not, I'll move on. Is that the feeling? Sorry. Budget worship. Public worship. So tonight, Jim Englishby, who's our Assistant Superintendent of Public Works, is here, along with Todd Smith, our Assistant General Foreman, to present the budget. I'm not saying there's not a lot to look at, but certainly what's on the screen is pretty encouraging. And so maybe we can outline a little bit of what the changes are. And if you have any questions, obviously, we'll be happy to answer.
Okay, so the first item that we have on here is uniforms. They identified $644 in savings. They entered into a new uniform cleaning contract. And then the next two significant savings are due to personnel. The first one of $35,585 is reflective of our retirement that already happened. A assistant general foreman was placed with a MEO, and there are also a couple department moves in there. And then the next item, a savings of $34,656, is reflective of an upcoming retirement of the general foreman, who will then be replaced by an MEO step 1. Owner equipment operator.
So maybe, I don't know, either Jim or Todd, if you want to outline what the shortcut of the remaining structure is of the department when they make these moves.
Previously, we had three the general foreman and two assistants. We felt that it would be wise to vacate one of the assistant general foreman positions and to put it and get an MEO in there, get a driver in there. We thought we could get more work done there. And that's reflecting in the $35,000, the first one. And then this luckily really actually is that our senior staff are retiring. And we believe we are equipped to fill those positions. So we'll have a general foreman, assistant general foreman, and everything else in that status quo. And we're hiring step 1 laborers, step 1 drivers, and it's pretty simple to fill those positions. We didn't think it was going to be easy to find somebody to fill those positions at those salaries, and we're getting some great applicants. So we're happy with the last two MEOs we hired, and so we suspect we're going to get another qualified MEO.
Well, I just have to take a step back. Obviously Greg's not here, but just have it on board. CUW's been unbelievable with how many different solutions. Right, and you guys, it's been, an absolute pleasure. I think you guys not only take your day job so seriously, but to me, budget is the least favorite thing. You guys do a good job of just being creative. I get more work than most people. I get so many compliments on DPW in general, whether it's snow removal, which is the obvious one, and what I see, or garbage pickup. I mean, the other day it was like, the one makes next team in here, and our garbage was picked up, probably about 15 minutes later than usual, after you guys have been out all day. To me, it's just, it's just incredible the amount of service we get from so few people. And it's just, I think it just speaks to the dedication, and it's not that we had turnover, and you guys are able to fill it and get people that have the same drive and desire. It speaks to the leadership. So I just want to thank you guys for that. It's impressive. So, as you can see there, the summary of what those personnel transactions results in is this roughly $71,000 of savings. There is an additional health insurance policy policy that gets kicked off of these transactions as a result of retirement. So, you know, every time someone retires, it's an added policy. So, not that that's not a cost to the village, it certainly is, but it's not something we're holding against them. You know what I mean? It happens, retirements happen. So, and what they're doing is they're dealing with it in a responsible way by reducing kind of the senior staff, replacing with driver level. So that's the overall thing.
So the two MEOs, one is already hired and the second is in the position. That is correct. We hired one to fill the assistant general foreman position after he retired. That's when we vacated that general foreman position. And now with the upcoming retirement in May, we will just then fill up, the assistant general foreman will fill up into the general foreman position, I'm suspecting, and then we'll go out and hire a step one contractor. And do they prioritize in terms of diversity, in terms of the last options to do that, or are you limited by parsing a senior contract? No, not at all. And with us, we're going to go out and cast a web like we did the last two drivers we hired. And it was, I think we hit driving schools. We went out to the different local towns. We actually, the last two hires, one was from the town of Greenberg and the other one was from Wildewaste. And they were both minorities. So I think we're just hiring the best person available right now. You know, and it's tough on like you have a choice. It's kind of,
Yeah, in this case, a driver position, someone within the staff would be entitled to it if they were qualified. But there are no commercial driver's license holders within our ranks currently on the labor level. So there isn't an opportunity to draw from within. But at some point, you know, even if you were able to promote from labor up to driver, you'd be filling back at the labor position. So there's always going to be an opportunity to go to the outside at some point when you retire.
They also did a great job because supplies were increasing and professional fees, and they took a look at their contracts and found ways that they could cover those areas instead of asking for more money for those.
It's going to be difficult. It's going to be very difficult. We are going to, between now and June, we are hitting every vendor to try to ensure that we're getting the proper pricing. If not, we're going to look elsewhere. Things are up, concrete's up, blacktop's up. If we get our normal supplies down, we think we can handle those 25% increases. It's nice when you guys have price myself this year. That's how expensive. We have a minimum we have to purchase again. So I mean, it's going to work out. It's going to work out. We just have to do our due diligence and work hard to get the right prices, the price that we think are fair. And it might take some time. Yeah, really appreciate it. I was thinking, focusing on this, it's definitely appreciated. And again, it was fun. I appreciate it. It's very our best. Thank you. Thanks, guys. Yeah, thank you. Preparation first department. Let me just write down this thing for preparation post advisory. Being here is important. CJ.
Okay, yeah, I'll start off going through different changes. So the first department, Parks Department, similar to DPW, there's a upcoming retirement of a park foreman, and they're going to replace him with the groundskeeper, which would result in a savings of $12,597. And then in the part-time labor line, for reductions in Matheson Park staffing hours and seasonal staffing hours, there's a savings of $25,240 on.
Joe, do you want to elaborate on any of these things as we go along? Because I think it's helpful to understand why they're coming up.
Well, the reduction is because I was told I had to cut my budget, so we tried to take a little bit from everybody. The expression I used is everybody needed a Band-Aid, but nobody needed stitches, so we tried to take a little bit from everywhere. The retirement is Chris Napoli, who after 40 years will be retiring on April 15th. Very difficult to replace. We will not be going with a foreman. We will be have two groundskeepers of equal importance or stature, and they'll just require more oversight for myself. So we are asking, if you look down to the, just trying to find where Chris's position is.
The third line there, the addition of part-time labor.
So we're asking that you allow us to bring Chris Napoli back on a part-time basis, possibly 2 days a week, or as needed. There's an enormous amount of training that has to take place with our two groundskeepers. When to turn the sprinklers on, how to turn them on, how to shut the splash pad down, how to turn it on, where water pipes are. Chris's knowledge is invaluable, and I need him to help me because I'm not going to be able to do it all by myself. And he's, I think, very pleased to be asked to come back. I know as soon as he retires, he's going to go spend some time with his mom in Florida, and then I'm hoping to get him back to help out with the Memorial Day parade, and moving forward as I need him, we'll work it out together on what's the best way to take advantage of what we can give him. So that's that. And then the other items up on the parks, again, it's just a matter of taking a little bit from everywhere. The problem is with the amount we took out for staffing and the seasonal staffing. Much like what my colleague said, it'll be a real challenge if it's a very good weather summer and the park is loaded. I do not have the ability to staff it the way I would have in the past couple of years, which puts a little bit more pressure on all full-time staff. But we're going to give it a shot. We're going to do the best that we can with it. So moving down to the revenue, I'll let Katie handle that.
That's the question, actually.
Oh, sure.
So under the labor, you have like a $25,000 reduction in park staffing.
Correct.
Okay. So would that include, I know that I get lots of questions about the person sitting at the entrance often. Is that going to continue?
Yes, it has to continue if you want your park to stay the way it is. It won't be able to happen as much as we would like it to.
Have there been issues with people coming into the park?
We've had very few problems since we've reopened the park. But without the gate attendant there would have been many things brought in that we don't allow, such as propane tanks, such as tents. So the attendant is there to simply make sure people know what the rules are. They come in and enjoy the park. No one is turned away unless they show up with a large group and they did not have a permit. And even in that case, we would try to work something out with that group if it was an honest mistake. We have to have someone at the gate, or else those who come in without following rules have a tremendous impact on people who are in the park for their birthday or their graduation or they're getting their family gatherings. So it would be a big mistake to not have an attendant in the park on as many hours as possible, especially on Saturdays and Sundays. Katie?
Okay, so then Joe identified 2,000 in savings in park equipment and 2,500 in supplies, and those were just based on areas we saw that there were room in from current year expenses. Then on the revenue side, we have a decrease in revenue from senior citizen programs of 21,000. Summer camp, we're increasing the revenue based on increase in rates and an increase in participation. And the rental of the senior center, we're taking out the 10,000 in revenue because of the building repairs of the HVAC.
Basically, earlier this week, we took down the ability for anyone to try to rent the senior center, the inability for us to pin down how we're going to redo the heating and the air conditioning systems in the building has not been decided on yet. A lot of work has gone into it. There is money available that you've already provided, past capital budgets. Larry, Ed, and I continue to work. In fact, we're meeting Friday. But if I can't make sure you can be comfortable, whether it be to keep you warm or to make you cold, we can't rent the building down to you. So we lose that ability to bring in anywhere from $10,000 up in revenue.
It's possible you can resume rentals at some point, but the problem is that we don't know the timing yet. So it's hard to take, rental reservations today for something that might happen in July that we may not be able to fulfill. So that's not fair.
Yeah, and I'm not optimistic we'll be able to rent anytime in the near future. That's just.
So I had no idea that the senior center was rented. So it's like for active parties.
Yep, no alcohol. You can rent. We have forms. Normally, there are forms available. Pre-pandemic, we would rent it at least 2 or 3 weekends out of a month. Everything from birthday parties to celebrations, family gatherings. Same thing you would do in the park, you just do it inside. However, we do not allow alcohol. It was very well received when we started. Credit the RPAC for that. They were the driving force behind making that happen. Okay, expense changes. Katie, you want me to take it? You take the salary.
Yeah, I'll do. So the salaries, the decrease of 5,141 is reflective of the current staffing that we had last year. There were some moves and transfers, which resulted in the savings. And in terms of equipment, we have a savings of 2,000 and supplies, a savings of 10,000, and that's just based on areas where we saw we could cut based on current year spending. Publicity and printing, a decrease of 1,500 due to a larger social media presence and a lower need to have actual printed documents. Travel and education, a savings of 500. The program annual maintenance and subscriptions, there's an increase of 1,500 for the Capture Point online system. In terms of special events, we have an increase of 5,000 due to increased participation in the hayride, turkey trot, and window decorating due to extremely high participation levels. Special.
As well as there's also cuts in this line. We cut the holiday basket 2,000 that the village used to contribute to it, and we cut the 2,000 that was for Thanksgiving. And the reason I cut those two is I just fundraise from those, find outside sources to fund them. It's not ideal because of the amount of fundraising we do, but those at least have a fighting chance because the community has always been great when we've asked them to help. So to keep everything else there and to increase the hayride, for example, if we went to the hayride last year, and I've been to a lot of the line last year when it's the game, and that's with 3 wagons. So now we're anticipating needing 4 wagons this year. And just for the wagons, it's going to cost us close to $6,000. And you have between 20 to 25 people working at the event. That's why it's an expensive night, but it's a wonderful night. And with special events, there's always been the goal of RPAC is that there has to be free things for the community. They shouldn't have to pay for everything. So you do the hayride and you do a lot of the other things that we do. We've talked about charging for the hayride. We almost get, squeamish about thinking of charging someone to ride the hayride. Other communities do it, but we have never done it. So it's an interesting line. Special events are critical to what we do. Again, one of the things, it's not that I'm disagreeing with Katie, but when we took these numbers out, we didn't take them out because we wanted to, but we felt we didn't need them to get you the budget you asked for. Something had to give. So if you look, you can see how many lines we tried to, take a little bit from, and then just try to, tighten our belts a little bit. My biggest concern about the changes and the cuts we've made is the extra pressure that it puts on the staff. I'm not sure how much harder I can push the staff. And I sent you this afternoon, so we didn't have to go through it today, just a list of what's going on over the next few months. If you read that list, you have to say to yourself, how do we do as much as we do? And it wasn't sent for any other reason, is that there's a lot going on. And, if you look at that list, all of those things we cut have a little bit of impact by that. You'll get touched by most of those. We're still trying to do everything that we possibly can. Okay, you want me to
Yes.
Parking maintenance of vehicles. We have a 2012 truck. We have a 2016 truck. Nature Center does not have a truck, but we are scheduled to get a new one when the hybrids come in.
It's electric. Yeah, we have 3 and 4 F-150 Lightnings on the water, but we're almost a year ago. They're not here, so.
Made a $3,000 bill today to Scarsdale, Florida to repair our vehicles. Our vehicles are constantly out for repair, and that's very frustrating, but, this wasn't the year that they asked for the truck. So we do expect to have similar problems going forward. The next one, youth baseball. What we've done this year is, about 10 years ago, one of the biggest line items in our budget was the youth baseball and girls softball program. The program has become very, very small because unlike many other things, most of the kids who play baseball and softball have gone to Elmsford because they seek a more competitive environment than we're willing to provide at the rec. So we still have some entry-level programs, and what we do now, and Larry Schaffer predicted this 11 years ago, is we rent our fields back to the Elmsford Little League, to the Hastings Little League. So we're able to, for me, the saddest thing is to go down to Scenic Hudson any night in May through August and see empty fields. It just defeats the purpose. So we've been finding ways to allow our neighbors to experience it. And once they come and see what it's like to be down there, they all line up to come back again. They're already all lined up to come back for this season. So we still do a lot with baseball and softball. Unfortunately, we don't have as big a program ourselves, so we merged what was left of the baseball program into our youth program budget, which was $498. Katie and I discussed it. We both thought it was a good decision. It was actually the idea of Angela Thornton from the department, and it does make a lot of sense because it is as much a youth program now as it is its own entities. Adult softball, we cut back on awards and supplies, meaning softballs, and adult programs. Our adult basketball program, which has long been a mainstay for us, they're just having trouble generating enough people. So we cut the adult basketball program and have reduced it with pickleball. As soon as I leave you tonight, I have to go of our pickleball program, and Angela Shaw's babysitter, so I'm covering for her. Just to show you, we had a resident bring the idea of pickleball to us. She's related to one of you sitting at the dais. She thought it was a good idea. We met with her, and we offered 2 pickleball programs. They both filled in less than a half an hour. We added a second session, which is also filled. So we have close to 50 adults signed up for pickleball right now. And that's one of the things that our department has to be ready to do. 4 or 5 years ago, pickleball, I'd be saying this about it, no problem. That was the hot ticket back then. Now it's pickleball, so we have to adapt and find a way to do it.
I still don't know what pickleball is.
Pickleball is a combination of tennis, ping pong, and table tennis, and paddle tennis. So it's like, it's interesting.
It's played on a table.
It's played on
like a tennis.
You can fit on 2 pickleball courts on 1 full-size tennis court.
Apparently, I need to sign up for
And Brian, again, sorry, we'll put you on the waiting list.
Exactly.
So in that area, there was a cut of $25,000. Going to village celebrations, I cut a July 4th concert out. We didn't see that as being significant because we haven't had it. So we're not taking that away from the community. It was just something we had hoped to do. We were going to do it, if you remember, in front of Village Hall last year when you approved it in the budget. But then when the scaffolding went up and there was no way to use it, we just never got around to finding an alternate way to do it. And then on Celebration, we took out the movies and the concerts in the park. Again, because we never ended up doing those last year. We tried to take things away that you didn't have, so you wouldn't miss it as much, as opposed to taking a real program or a real activity where people would say, oh, we love that, we missed that. So we tried to find things that would be a little less painful when they were cut. So you asked, we did not quite give you exactly what you asked for. I think if you take away the swamp of us asking for Kristen Polly's money, some of that money to be put back in, we probably would have been right at the original number that we had discussed for our department, which was around $60,000. I think that was a lot to ask from us. I don't mean any disrespect by this because I know how difficult your job is. I also had enormous help and support from both Larry and Katie, but it doesn't mean it was easy. It doesn't mean that I think this will be a great year for us, because I do think there'll be a time, again, things can balance out with us. If you get 3 weekends in a row where you get enormous rain, and I'm not paying anyone to be in Madison or Scenic Hudson or at the tennis courts, or at outdoor stuff at Nature Center, those positions don't get paid, so you realize some money. But if you have great weather, which we all want, it's going to be a domino street. And again, my biggest concern is it will put enormous stress on everyone in the department, because there's no way I can pick up all the slack, so I'm going to need everyone to pick up. After you have questions, since we don't get this opportunity too much, and I know I showed you a lot of things this afternoon. There are some other things that I have down that I really would like to be able to go over. You don't have to comment or ask about them, but I kind of feel it's important that you hear some. Happy to take any questions.
And then we didn't talk about people I haven't heard before is how few parks people actually have money.
I'll have 2, and the rest is all supplemented with part-time people.
And I think Judy, we've had kind of a small number for a long time, but you had kind of Scotty and Chris is, years of service, you had, a lot of experience in this one now. So, I think that's impressive. We're talking about the DPW earlier, we're doing more with less. And you've always been lightly staffed, especially in parks. When you think about all the different parks we have to maintain and everything. I think you've been blessed with having some
listen, he's responsible for as little hair as I have and as many gray hairs as I have. Chris Napoli he's just, I can't say enough about him. It's hard for, I think, you guys to understand that every Saturday and Sunday from mid-April until the end of September, I have to wake up and know that my guys have been out and have opened every park and every bathroom, and when needed, lined fields, whether it be softball, baseball, or soccer, or whatever is going on. And I cannot tell you how few times that didn't happen. That's because of Chris and everyone who worked with him following suit. He was as dependable as a staff person can be. And he's going to be irreplaceable in the beginning. It's going to take time. But I have Christopher Bernardo, who really wants to be good at the job and has been working hard. We've been sitting down at least once a week. He's been taking notes when Chris ordered mulch, when Chris ordered topsoil, when we cut the high grass in the park, when we called for the sprinklers to get turned on. There's so many little things that they have to learn. So I know the police are here. We're actually here every day of the year. There's not a day that goes by where someone from our department is not on duty. Every park, every building, and checked every single weekend. Because when we didn't do that, we'd have freezing pipes, we'd find vandalism, we'd check our buildings every week. In the words of the one-time trustee and Great Irvington resident Bob Couch, we needed to learn to take care of our own stuff better than we were doing. And that was told to me over 20 years ago, and I've always carried that. We make sure we check our buildings on a regular basis. There have been mornings where we've gone in at the nature center, temperature be down to 50 degrees. And had we not gone in, it was Saturday or Sunday, I don't want to think we would have come back to on a Monday. So we have to be there all the time. And knowing that I could wake up and know that stuff was done and not have to get here until 9 instead of being here at 7, it is a lot to deal with. Yeah, if you don't mind, please. I know you guys are in a hurry, but I think the first one was actually the one I just said. And the second thing was about Chris. Just as reminders, we love what we do for you. And we're not looking to give anything away because we think we can help make them better. But you just have to remember they're part of the plate that we're given. And that includes Memorial Day, Veterans Day, 9/11, the tree lighting. I hope a much more involvement with the Juneteenth celebration. We constantly are working with the school district to develop our relationship with them, and I'll talk about that a little bit more when I get to CJ. We're responsible for the Community Advisory Board, which now has over 40 middle school and high school students on it, and almost close to 60 members. And what goes with the CAB is the federal grant, which we receive $125,000 a year for. We're in year 9 right now. We have one more year to go, and we would have completed 10 years, or just do the math, 10 times 125, and we're not giving up. We're applying for a new grant, which could be up to $50,000 a year, which is to help teenagers with drinking issues. And we're hopeful we'll be getting funding for that. The relationship with the Girl Scouts has never been better. They're having a big ceremony in the spring. I was actually interviewed by them last week. They've learned quite a bit about I.K. Benjamin, and they are up at the Nature Center. CJ and the girls have collected 40 gallons of sap, which will be turned into 1 gallon of our own Irvington maple syrup. It takes 40 gallons of sap to make 1 gallon of maple syrup. The Girl Scouts bought the machine to convert it. We take care of it. And they also have bought us an apple cider press, which we will pull out in all of our special events. And that's all because of the relationship that CJ has built with them. Oktoberfest, obviously, is probably the biggest single event we do. It takes weeks to prepare for it. Actually, it takes months to prepare for it. Weeks of really intense work. It takes at least a week to other special events that we're responsible for. We're committed to making Thanksgiving and holidays better for seniors and families in need. We have had our Thanksgiving Day program for over 25 years. That means Thanksgiving Day, full groups of volunteers and staff have been here on Thanksgiving and during the holidays, pretty much right up through Christmas itself. We always try to find a way to make sure every child who needs to go to camp has a way to go to camp. Whether that's seeking grants, whether that's working with the BFF, or working with any group we can find, we make sure that if a child needs help and they qualify, and we work with the social workers in the school to make sure that those children meet the standards, we will find a way to get them in camp, even if it means we absorb the cost, because one of the goals for RPAC has always been camp is our priority. Daycare, not teaching, daycare. And that it must always be affordable to our residents, and it must make sure that when there's a child who needs to go, we find a way to make them go. So a couple goals that I have over the next couple of years, because you're not getting rid of me that easily. Some things I really would like to finish before I ride off. And one of those is if and when you see fit, the building of the stage in Matheson Park, which is tremendously important, is to rebuild the Bonds Basement basketball court. After 20 years, a lot of it's collapsing, it's becoming unsafe, and all we keep doing is patching it. And when that work is done, we hope to develop a multi-purpose court, which would be able to house pickleball, volleyball, and yes, I can dream a little bit in the winter, possibly even ice cream. It's the perfect place. There's no colder place in Irvington than scenic Hudson Park, except maybe Matheson on certain days. I want to make sure we complete the heating and the air conditioning of the Irvington Senior Center. A new one that will be coming in front of you soon is that I've been working with Bob and Youngly Clinton. As you know, they lost their son last summer in a tragic accident. We've been working with them and some volunteers. The project we're working on is to remodel the dugouts at Memorial Park and the backstop and dedicate them in the memory of Brian Clinton. They're raising money for it. We have a little bit of money, and we hope that we'll have a formal presentation for you in the near woods. And then the last one, which is the one that I dream we'll be able to do one day, is the healing of the Irvington Woods. I don't think I can leave until CJ tells me that that's happening. And that's not going to be easy. The amount of work up there is unbelievable. In a few years, I think your woods and your park will be probably one of the best known in Westchester County. The calls we get, the inquiries we get are overwhelming. He's got projects that we're working on with Harvard. We've worked with Cornell University. He's got stuff going on with Yale. He has students from everywhere in our district coming out helping him. It's amazing to see, and there's still a long way to go. If you've never seen the VIP program, you're missing something. You should go up on a Monday, Wednesday, or Thursday between 9:30 and 10:30 and just spend 15, 20 minutes watching what the VIP program does at the nature center. Those are the special needs students from our district. It started off as a baby thing to where now they don't miss a day coming up there. I know Larry's had a first-hand chance to be up there. Dr. Rocky has also. But going back to the woods, our woods are in a lot of trouble. We need to keep planting mature trees. We need to keep fencing in stuff we plant. We've gotten rid of, CJ, how many thousand barberry bushes? Thousands and thousands of barberry bushes have been removed, which are huge tick carriers and hurt the woods, and we have to get rid of that. He's been doing 2 sessions a month where he gets high school students to come up, and all it costs us is coffee, some donuts, and pizza at lunchtime. And it's amazing. So there's still work to be done. There's 800 Norway maples that are next on our list to remove. Just so you know, there were 250 hazardous trees identified in the DBC study.
CJ and our tree contractor and Peter Straub have taken down 240 of the 250. Hastings is on their first 50. So that work is quite special. And next is the Norway maples, which there are over 800. They don't belong there. They hurt the woods, not good for the environment, and we want to get those out. Larry's helping us to work with Fiona. Matthews, our grant writer. We think there's a chance for some follow-up money from the DEC so that we continue that work and we can keep doing everything we can. Come up there with their kids and help them. It's a wonderful thing to see. And I talked to questions? Well, thanks, Joe, for all your hard work, making our back as well as anything else we can. And thanks to your staff for getting us all together and doing all they can over that. So, thank you, appreciate it. Thank Katie, thank Larry. Nice job. Yeah, nice job. Thank you. Next up, consulting agreement 2022 to 22. Tectonic is there.
Yeah.
So, thanks, Mr.
Yeah, so this is an engineering consulting agreement. We are in need of an engineer to handle our reservoir dam, our multi-part dam. There's both DEC regulated dams, high hazard dams, and there's a significant amount of reporting on an annual basis. There's a significant amount of work that needs to be done on one of them, multi-part dam particularly. And we have a lot of regulatory compliance that goes into owning a dam structure, as you can imagine. Most people recognize the Arlington Reservoir Dam as a significant sized dam, but the Halsey Pond Dam is also fairly vegetation, size dam, and if it reach, there's a significant chance of coming downstream from it's considered a high hazard dam. It's not in reach, it's in okay shape, but there is some work that has to be done. These engineers, our previous engineers were unresponsive to our needs. They pandemic or something, it's their staffing levels, and we got very little attention in the years since then. So we've terminated our relationship with them, and we need to find another engineer. These engineers, we did a request for qualifications. We've actually got a list from the DEC of engineers that they routinely deal with, not that they recommend, but just that they deal with. It's not easy to find. It's a pretty specialized industry. And we did get responses. I believe we had 8 or so responses, and that we narrowed the list down to 3. We did interviews of those 3, Jerry Wishby, George, and myself, and technically they were top of the list. They get check for references, as you can imagine, both Newcastle, Warwick. I spoke to the mayor up there. I think Coachman is not obligations. Feel confident that their work is solid, and if they're not, we have others in reserve that will go to, but I suspect that they do. So that's it's what's eye-opening is that the Arlington Reservoir Dam was regulated, and we've been following all the various regulations. The DEC didn't even know the Halsey Pond Dam was there until they did an aerial flyover and somehow identified it as a dam. And then once they came in and inspected it, they said, okay, it's a high hazard dam, it's a top class of hazard. And so now we're in catch up. We've got to analyze what the risks are and determine whether the dam can hold the top, which is very serious, as you can set aside 3 or 4 years ago. I don't even know if it's enough at this point. Even an engineer tells us that, and that's the information we have when we get enough at this point. So, that's the first thing on the list. Let's put it that way. It was there, we didn't know it was apparently hazardous. So, yeah, that's the gift that keeps on giving. But we did get a point out of it. It's a good thing.
Any questions? Results are bringing this up. Services, engineering services, not for us, training next year. So, we have a motion right now, second. All in favor? Aye. Next up, questions to services.
Yeah, this agreement with the county, as you probably know, controls the 911 system they run it. And we participate in the 911 system through a very simple agreement, which is what this is. There's no specific cost to it. It's part of county property taxes. But we do have an agreement that covers all the ins and outs behind the scenes. The village attorney and the police chief reviewed this agreement. The village attorney reported back to me that it's identical to the last one, the 5-year agreement. So there was really nothing to argue about. There needs to remain in the 911 system. That's a good logic. So it goes without saying, you know,
Results are fairly. Especially because they also, they were steps very far. So it just seemed a little bit odd to me to ask.
Stop standing.
I
They don't have the same.
Okay, so it helps me, I'm sure there's a way we can, try to get sponsors and all things we can do as the but it's also an experiment to shoot along. I want to make sure that they get sponsored by this. Just that ice skating testing laws, which probably be for us about $20,000 to use the DPW, right? So to me, it's just not the right way. Just thinking county cut budgets across the see things. But I mean, is there the opportunity to go back to them and just say, hey, let's get involved. Not going to have to spend the money. Let's do it. Or is it not good? I think for this year, it's just too tight. If they can go the way to show it, yeah, they show it for sure constantly. Honestly, I think it'd be great to have another event that, rec department doesn't have to run. I think it would be a great thing in our calendar that every year that it happens, just we have the budget for it, maybe other special events or whatever it would be. We split the cost, we get the cost now, in the future, that use it together, the budget cap, or we're trying to find that. So it just seems like we have all these things. Wow, the idea, I think, was very solid and it's good, and I think they organize it well, so they really have a good template to use. I just think it's kind of resolved. It's in October, here
Friday was closed because we had our meeting on Monday, and then on Thursday they had a pre-scheduled Irvington call, chat or whatever they want to call it, Zoom meeting, which I attended, and invited, not that I did a presentation, but in my opening remarks, I pointed out that it was a very helpful meeting, and it's going to be challenging for this spring, and it's getting a little premium. But, we'll get back to the final answer. So I tried to lay the groundwork, but I can't speak for the town. So we still have the answer, the final answer. That's the bottom line. Yeah, I'll speak to that.
Actually, are we set for Juneteenth?
I think Juneteenth is going to be June 10th, not graduation weekend. I think it's still.
It's not official.
Not official, officially been pretty.
Have you reserved the parking lot just in case?
I think Kelly is working with her. She's been in contact with us.
And you said one exactly what they want. You have plenty of stuff for me this morning, so you know just tomorrow is the first day of the teen state registration. Angela sent out 130 emails to eligible families to ensure you can, which means tomorrow morning at 9 a.m. registration starts.
That's 10 a.m.
Yeah, 10 a.m.
He's going to be waiting online. But I realize it kind of it's late on class. I'm like,
There's a very good chance that the waiting slots will be full, which is a good thing and a bad thing. It's tough to get that. Right, because you don't have to get the whole socks off of that house. Yeah. So we put to do that.
All right, just a company from the building department. They've been busy working on the annual reporting and budgeting that was submitted just a few days ago. Planning board, ARB, CPA, most of them have submitted. Also working on the new computer system, the GIS portal with the program developer. That is good.
Nothing left to say about a very brief report from the fire department. Items to report. We've trained on building construction and mass confidence over the past month. We're in the process of getting electric first. This will quicken the ability to extricate patients from compartments. And in 2022, the
So just a quick update that I'll be meeting tomorrow night with the members of the ARB just to go over some ideas about how the process is going to be streamlined. And once I have a chance to meet with them, I expect the full board to discuss some of the